This is Italian football our channel, my friends. Today I want to make predictions. Match day 36 games of Serie. You can subscribe to my channel, watch my videos. Please click on the like button. Thanks so much. Let's start with Milan-Bologna game off. Milan is going to be at home, but Milan is playing better in away games as of lately. They stayed draw against 2-2 Fiorentina at home. They lost against 1-0 Atalanta at home. Milan won versus 2-0 Venezia in last away game. And this Bologna team is playing for the first 4th spot, but they are on the 7th spot now. This Bologna team is playing better at home. They stayed draw against 1-1 Juventus at home. They won versus before 1-0 Inter at home. Bologna stayed draw against 0-0 Udinese in last away game. They lost against 2-0 Atalanta in away game. Milan is seeming a little bit closer to victory with home advantage. But anytime I cannot underestimate this Bologna team. They got some draws in away games sometimes at the same time. Because of that, draw is going to be my prediction draw. Milan 1, Bologna 1. And second game, Como Cagliari. Como is going to be at home. And Como got back-to-back victories. They not concede even a goal in the recent games of Serie. They are showing us incredible performances under the management of Fabregas. Como won versus 1-0 Genoa and Torino at home. They won against Parma 1-0 in last away game. This Cagliari team, my dear friends, won versus 2-0 Verona in last away game. But they lost against 2-1 Udinese in last match at home. Before Cagliari lost against 3-1 Inter in away game. My dear friends, Como is better team than Cagliari. This game may end up in draw. Draw is possibility, but I feel in that way Como will make the advantage of playing at home. They will win over against Cagliari just by 1 goal margin. Como 1, Cagliari 0 is my prediction for this game. Lazio Juventus off. Lazio is going to be at home. Lazio got so many draws at home, and Juventus got some draws in away games at the same time. But Lazio is playing better in away games as of lately. Lazio stayed draw against 2-2 Parma at home. Before they remained draw against 1-1 Torino at home. Lazio won versus 1-0 Empoli in last away game. Juventus stayed draw against 1-1 Bologna in last away game. At the same time, before Juventus 2-0 Monza at home. They stayed draw against at the same time 1-1 Roma in away game. Before Lazio Juventus game is going to be so hard clash. Juventus is on the 4th spot. Lazio is on the 6th spot. Lazio is playing for the first 4 spot like Juventus. This is because of that, this is going to be so challenging game. I cannot put forward one side for victory. Draw is going to be my prediction. Lazio 1, Juventus 1. Empoli Parma off. Empoli is going to be at home. Empoli is second to last on the point table. They're in so hard relegation battle. They couldn't get any victory in Serie for a long time. Empoli stayed draw against 2-2 Venezia at home. Before they stayed draw against 0-0 Cagliari at home. But they lost against 1-0 Lazio in last match at home. Empoli lost against 2-1 Fiorentina in last away game. Empoli got some draws at home. Parma team is a good team nevertheless, and they are so inconsistent team. They lost against 1-0 Como in last match at home. They stayed draw against 0-0 Fiorentina in away game. They stayed draw against 2-2 Lazio in last away game. Parma got back-to-back draws in away games. Empoli will want to make the advantage of playing at home, but I don't rely on Empoli so much for victory. Parma is better team than Empoli. Nevertheless, my prediction is going to be draw for that game draw. Empoli 1, Parma 1. And Udinese Monza off. Udinese is going to be at home. Udinese won versus 2-1 Cagliari in last away game. Udinese stayed draw against 0-0 Bologna in last match at home. Before they lost against 4-0 Milan at home. And this Monza team is at the bottom of the point table. They will play in Serie B for sure. They could get just 2 victories this season in Serie. Monza team lost against 2-0 Juventus in away game. They lost against 1-0 Venezia in away game. Monza lost against 4-0 Atalanta in last match at home. They couldn't score even a goal in the recent games of Serie. Udinese will make the advantage of playing at home. They will win over against Monza. Udinese 2, Monza 0 is my prediction for this game. Verona, Lecce, off. Verona is going to be at home. Verona got some draws at home. They stayed draw against Genoa and Parma, 0-0 at home. But they lost against 2-0 Cagliari in last match at home. And this Verona team, my dear friends, lost against 1-0 Milan in last away game. Lecce is in so hard relegation struggle. They couldn't get any victory in Serie for a long time. I couldn't remember in which game Lecce got the last victory in Serie. And this Lecce team lost against 2-1 Juventus in away game, but they stayed draw against Atalanta 1-1 in last away game. Lecce lost against 1-0 Napoli in last match at home. Verona is seeming a little bit closer to victory with home advantage, but I don't rely on Verona so much. Lecce is supposed to take points from this game fiercely, but because of that, draw is going to be my prediction draw. Verona 0, Lecce 0. And another game, Torino-Inter. Torino is going to be at home. Torino is playing better at home, but they stayed draw against Verona and Venezia. 1-1 draw at home. They won versus 2-0. Udinese at home. Torino lost against 2-0 Napoli in last away game. Again, my dear friends, they lost against 1-0 Como in away game. Inter team lost against 1-0 Bologna in last away game. Before they stayed draw against 2-2 Parma in away game. Inter won versus 1-0 Verona in last match at home. Inter will play against Barcelona in the second leg of semi-final game in Champions League. Inter is on the second spot. They are 3 points back of Napoli. They are playing for the title. This is going to be so hard clash, my dear friends. Please don't forget that. But with their quality and experience, I want to take a chance to Inter for victory just by 1 goal margin. Torino 1, Inter 2 is my prediction for this game. Napoli, Genoa. Napoli is going to be at home. Napoli is at the top position. They are 3 points ahead of Inter. Napoli got back-to-back victories. Napoli is playing better at home. They won versus 2-0. Torino at home. They won against 1-0 Lecce and Monza in the recent 2 away games. At the same time, Genoa is playing better at home. They lost against 1-0 Como and Juventus in away games. This Genoa team lost against 2-0 Lazio at home. My dear friends, they got back-to-back defeats as of lately. Because of that, I want to take a chance to Napoli for victory. Napoli 2, Genoa 0 is my prediction for this game. Venezia, Fiorentina. Venezia is going to be at home. They are third to last on the point table. They are in so hard relegation battle. Venezia got so many draws this season in Serie. They won versus 1-0 Monza at home, but they lost against 2-0 Milan in last match at home. Before Venezia stayed draw against Empoli 2-2 in away game. Fiorentina team is way more better team than Venezia, but Fiorentina won versus 2-1 Cagliari in away game, but they lost against 1-0 Roma in last away game. Fiorentina won versus 2-1 Empoli in last match at home. My dear friends, Venezia is supposed to take points from this game. Because of that, they will force Fiorentina significantly. This game may end up in draw. Draw is possible, but with their quality, I want to take a chance to Fiorentina for victory just by 1 goal margin. I don't rely on Venezia, but nevertheless draw is possible. Venezia 1, Fiorentina 2 is my prediction for this game. Last game, Atalanta, Roma. Atalanta got so many draws at home, my dear friends. And at the same time, Roma got some draws against strong opponents. Atalanta stayed draw against Lecce 1-1 in last match at home. Before they won versus 2-0 Bologna at home. And Atalanta team won versus 4-0 Monza in last away game. This Roma team won versus Inter 1-0 in last away game. Again, they won against 1-0 Fiorentina in last match at home. Roma not conceded even a goal in the recent games of Serie. But before Roma stayed draw against Lazio 1-1. They stayed draw against Juventus 1-1 in the hard games. This is going to be so hard clash. I feel in that way this game will end up in draw, and Roma is playing for the first 4 spot. Atalanta is on the 3rd spot now. Roma is on the 5th spot, my dear friends. This game will end up in draw. Atalanta 1, Roma 1. All my predictions like this. Match day 36 games of Serie. You can subscribe to my channel, watch my videos. You may write your comments down below. Please click on the like button. It makes me so glad. See you on my next videos, my dear friends. Bye.